Get ready, start. Elaboration. Question number 1. Recently, there was an outbreak of plague in Surat. A number of persons died due to the epidemic. There were certain deaths of suspected plague in the country. Elsewhere, Government of India has taken a number of preventive steps not to spread the epidemic in other parts of the country. World Health Organization announced no restriction on travelers visiting the country from abroad. Appreciating the steps taken by India, it emphasized the need to reassure the world by constituting a technical advisory committee on plague to determine factors responsible for the outbreak of the disease and to recommend preventive steps. Draft a letter from the Health Secretary, Government of India's to the state governments to constitute such committees and submit compliance report. Question number 2. You are manufacturers of carpet cleaning machines. You have received an inquiry from Messrs. Voltas Limited, Sarojini Devi Road, Secunderabad. Write a letter acknowledging the inquiry and tell them that you are sending one of your representatives, Mr. Raman, to give a demonstration on 6th June. Question number 3. Dates for general elections to the legislative assemblies of some states have been announced by the Chief Election Commissioner. State governments for which elections are notified have to follow the Model Code of Conduct from the date of announcement of dates. Several state governments have filed petitions in the Supreme Court challenging the orders of the Election Commission. The court did not pass any orders to the contrary. Draft a circular from the Chief Election Commissioner to the Chief Secretaries of all the states reiterating the previous of the Commission and to see that the model code of conduct is observed from the date of announcement of dates and not notification. Question number 4. Recently in Hyderabad, a youngster pillion riding a motorcycle snatched a gold chain from Pushpa, aged 40, in Abbots Road. Police said the lady was walking along the road when the motorcycle drew up beside her. In a jiffy, the pillion rider snatched the chain and escaped. Pushpa resisted the attempt and sustained a bleeding injury in the neck in the process. As a citizen of India, write a letter to the Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad, stating that this kind of incidents have been increasing day by day in Hyderabad. Request to take all preventive steps and to curb this kind of snatchings by the youngsters. Question number 5. Global Bank, Hyderabad, require stenographers. The applicants should be graduates and should have passed English shorthand, intermediate English and Telugu higher typewriting examinations. Knowledge and experience in Telugu stenography will be an added advantage. Age about 25 years. Fluency in English and ability to type clean copy are necessary qualities. Salary rupees 3000 per month. Applicants will have to undergo shorthand and typing test before qualifying in the interview. Interested candidates may send their applications within 7 days to the personal manager, Ushodaya Publications, Enadu Complex, Hyderabad. Draft and advertisement. Condensation. Addressing the conference of the insurance institutes, the governor said, I deem it an honor and a privilege to have been asked to inaugurate the annual conference of the Federation of Insurance Institutes at Hyderabad. As head of the state, it is also my pleasant duty to welcome the delegates to our capital, and I hope they will enjoy their brief stay here. Training is the root of success in any sphere of activity. Proper training lays a firm foundation on which a grand edifice, solid and strong, can be constructed. With weak foundation, even an imposing structure collapses. So rapid is the advance of the subject insurance in a developing economy, and so important is the role played by it in ushering in a welfare state that the insurance industry is trying hard for well trained, well equipped professional managers capable of achieving the socio-economic objectives. Viewed in this context, the services now being rendered by the Federation in active collaboration with the College of Insurance are commendable and memorable. That the Federation is able to satisfy the insurance industry to such a certain extent through its well organized training program and systematic conduct of examinations is a positive proof of its contribution to the growth and development of insurance in India. Training is a continuous process and implies acquisition of knowledge. Training is essential not only for the new entrants but also for the professionals in service to keep themselves abreast of the latest developments in the subject. Existence of an institution of a permanent nature for this purpose is indeed a real boon to the persons who have taken to insurance as their profession. Change is the order of the day. The old order changes, yielding place to new, otherwise, one good custom should corrupt the world. A training program which is rigid and inflexible serves no purpose. In a developing economy which is rural based, such as ours, the urban slant in the program should give place to those emphasizing the importance of the rural sector. In a country which is wedded to the concept of a welfare state, any economic development program should produce happiness to the greatest in number. This would mean that the benefits of insurance should penetrate into the villages. The training program of the Federation must be designed to achieve these ends. It is not enough if the training institutes are oriented towards the socio-economic objectives. The well trained professional emerging from the college should be conscious of his duties to the society and to the several policy holders who are the constituents of the society. The concern of policyholder is how speedily and satisfactorily his problems are solved and his claims settled. An attitude towards the policyholders bereft of human values is bound to recoil on the official with a deleterious effect on the business of insurance. Such a situation should be avoided at all costs. The official handling a policy should be fully alive to the fact that behind a policy there is a human being anxiously awaiting assistance. Once the official grasps this fundamental fact, a congenial atmosphere is created for a healthy interaction between the manager and the policyholder, which promises a bright future for the industry. One is tempted to ask why the business of insurance is linked up with the social objectives of the nation. To start with, both life and general insurance companies were commercial enterprises. Their spheres of operation were confined to a small section of the society in urban areas. The insurance companies were nationalized in the interest of people